Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play. It's been too long, I don't even know the name of the game anymore edition. I do know it's part 20. And this small child has walked up and accosted Mr. Edgeworth. We'll see what young K's got to say. Or younger K, because, you know. Edgeworth, how many years as flashback is this? Didn't you say it's just supposed to be a 7-year flashback? I'm supposed to believe this is a 10-year-old? I don't fucking buy it. I'm telling you, that girl's like 12. Did you need something? I want to trade these coins with you. A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies. Little long-winded name for a sequel. Don't know if people will quite get the connection. It looks like you've exactly $1. Is this what you want? Thanks, that's exactly what I needed. Could that child be here to watch the trial? How disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside the courthouse. Does no one have any respect for this country's judicial system anymore? This freaking astronaut meme never had any in the first place. The paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is complete. Why, do you know how much time there is left before the trial resumes? Not really, no. I'm so sorry. Also, I think the fact they have this many bailiffs, like, I don't know, that kind of concerns me, right? How fucked up do these trials get, man? If you gotta have this many security guards on hand in the same room. I ain't gonna have you mopping up this courthouse instead of protecting it in an instant. Well, I would still be protecting it, I'd just be protecting it from grime and dirt and disease. It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me. A proud one you are. Also, stop stealing my finger-pointing thing. You better not keep doing that and make it your own thing after I'm dead and gone, Mr. Edgeworth. You'd better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. Yes, the evidence. The Faraday evidence. The evidence for Faraday. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth. September 10th. 24 hours remain. Well, it's not quite 24 hours, honestly. What is going on? Why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible that her fence is not prepared yet either? One second. Alright. Bailiff, where is Mr. Faraday? I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. Holy shit, he's got legs. Ah! You must be the one Mr. Von Karma recommended. Honestly, you're kind of a thick boy. You actually like seem like you're a different dude, aren't you? Now that I'm getting a look at you, I feel like you're a different judge. Isn't our judge like he looks? I just got like a different like picture in my face. I feel like he's got a more gaunt, elderly type look. You know what I'm saying? This will be your first trial. Look forward to seeing how you perform. By the way, is there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? Could have sworn I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. He's also a judge. That's it. This is our judge's grandfather. That's canon. 100%. You heard it here first. I'm pretty sure he looked different. Now, it's been too long for me to really, like, definitively state, but I'm like, either that or maybe it's the art style's changed a little bit, but I'm thinking it's supposed to be a different judge. Looks like the trial is about to resume, however. Yes, it'll be all but impossible to prove the witness a liar without the evidence from Faraday. What is that blasted buffoon up to? Yeah, it's an emergency, sirs! Silence! Well, he kind of looks like himself there, but I don't know, something about that full picture just looked off to me. There shall be no yelling in the sacred hall of law. Bailiff, remove this man from the courtroom at once. Please, pal, wait. You gotta listen to me. There's an emergency. Defendant lobby number 2. Mr. Faraday and the defendant, they've been popped. The two of them, they're both dead, Your Honor. What? Alright, case over. Fucking $9 orange juice? Are you out of your fucking mind? And this is early 2000 prices? Bro, the Phoenix Wright country is fucked. Also, I mean, young judges for just, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's honestly the best joke in the entire game. And I'm only being like half sarcastic. What is it? I wonder what it says in tiny font. I think it's gibberish, but I can't be sure. Stay back. Ugh. No one's allowed in the crime scene, period. Who does this oddball think he is? This is becoming quite the hot spot. Is she Mr. Rail's defense attorney? No running in the hallway, pal! And who are you to tell me what to do? I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse. Also, you were running. Was it him that said that? Because, I mean, you guys do kind of got similar vibes. You versus the gumshoe she told you not to worry about. Do you get all your mannerisms from Gumboot? And you are? Oh, mate! Hey, pal! We went to school together, remember? It's common courtesy to tell someone your name first before acting theirs. Yeah, point taken. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a district prosecutor. Prosecutor? I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal. I've told you my name. Now, would you mind telling me yours? Detective Dick Gumshoe! And just recently, I achieved my dream of becoming a detective. More than a dream, it's what I was born to do, pal. Wait, maybe I should check in and make sure I'm not really in some crazy dream first. Would you pinch me, Mr. Edgeworth? This detective is entirely too excited to be at a murder scene. First things first, you ever see one of these bad boys? Bro, his finger is huge. You mentioned you've only recently become a detective, did you not? You got it, brand spanking new detective. So that means you've probably never even seen a real prosecutor's badge, right? If you so desire to see one, I just might be able to make your day. You don't gotta go through the trouble, pal, because a real man has a police badge. Man, I feel like I'm getting, well, it's not deja vu, but I feel like I'm going to be saying these phrases many times over the years. Is that maybe a premonition vu? The French, they got a word for that, partner, pal? Just someday I'm gonna become an ace detective, just like Detective Bad. Did I say something wrong, pal? Forget it, detective. Do you have any insight on this, Detective Gumshoe? Well, I mean, if it ain't gumshoes, I can't really tell you much, pal. As a detective, I'd rather see something that's actually related to the... Brother, this is the case. And here, I thought this was related enough. So, Detective Gumshoe, you mind telling me what you know about the incident? You know I don't gotta tell you anything, right, pal? I know that. But it would behoove you to fill me in on what you know. What? Whose? Partner, I'm scared of horses. Wow, you're a proud one for such a youngster, aren't you? You aren't like... How old is... Because it said it was a 7-year... Was it just 5 years? Oh, it's 6? Because you're 32? In the current timeline, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was 33. So it's like 7 years. Okay. I guess that's the one detriment to the last video taking a week to do. Just kind of forget the initial setup. You just gonna have to ask him for all the details, okay? As for me, I was guarding the door to defendant lobby number 2. You're on guard detail. Did you notice anything strange while you're on duty? Well, 2 people got murdered, sir. I freaked out when I heard a gunshot and then I kind of froze. You're a detective and a measly gunshot scared you that much? I'm here to find clues, not be part of them. And again, I can hardly claim to not know what it's like to hear one at close range. Then Detective Bad came running to the scene. Went into lobby number 2 together. Both men were lying there. Dead. Is that everything? Yeah, that's pretty much it, partner. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Interesting. Other than the gunshot, you didn't hear a single sound of commotion. And just the one? Was in hall on guard duty, other than gunshot, didn't hear a sign of a struggle. Alright. Do you have a minute? You know, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know. Well, how are you supposed to meet people? Now, full disclosure, I am also not into talking to people I don't know. It's a bit of a catch-22. Doesn't mean you never meet anybody. But, you know, that can be its own reward, honestly. Especially at a time like this. I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was to take Mr. Faraday's place in court. Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. Okay, well, I've never heard of you, question mark, question mark, question mark. So Faraday substitutes a newbie, huh? I've won lots of cases in other countries, you wouldn't have heard of them. I'll have you know, madam, that I studied under Manfred von Karma. I can do his finger and everything. Do not take me for some naive novice. Hey, don't laugh at my finger thing, man. Do not take me for some naive novice. She laughing? You're a student of Von Karma? Oh, I should have. I was closer to that giveaway. So stop right there. You know it's a crime to laugh at a prosecutor in this country, I'll have you know. These are the garments of one who gallantly presents the facts. Is this what you changed your get up, sir? Thanks for a great laugh, but trying to make me laugh so much, okay? I wasn't trying to do anything of the sort. Just kidding. I was just goofing around. By the way, do you know who I am? My name is Callisto. Aren't you dead? Oh, CCU. Isn't it a bit of a... Oh, it seems like a slight... I guess it's not really a conflict of interest if you're the defense attorney. I'm presuming that's like her sister or something that got murdered in the previous case. Or in the case. And if you're telling the truth, then you're about to go head-to-head in court. But of course, I've heard much about you, Miss Yu. Oh, but of course, I've heard much about you. You're a regular Shakespeare. Did I say something funny? Bet you don't got one of these. It's a shame we will not be able to face each other. It was to be my first trial, too. Oh, it's Declaration of War. How nice is it to be so young and carefree? You don't look that old. Actually, she's 55. It says so in the official Ace Attorney art book. No, I'm not gonna. I don't know why I keep making this exact same joke. And what a nice squeaky clean badge you've got there. I'm jealous. I'm sure its gleam will dull over time with experience. Saying your reputation also tarnish over time with it? Well, yes, but that's not what I meant. I meant it'll change to become something new and even more beautiful, like the Statue of Liberty. Imagine that shit not being green. Would look fucking weird. You just can't avoid some things in life. I'll never let my badge and reputation become tarnished. What do you think about this piece of evidence? Actually, Edgeworth, I'm interested in finding out what you think about it. I don't really know all that much about it. Then I don't really know all that much about it either. Sorry, guess I can't be of any service. I shouldn't push her too much. She'll just start laughing again. Okay, fine. Fine, we'll just keep the decisive evidence to ourselves, and then when we present it in court, don't act like we didn't see it. Alright, this was just called discovery right here. We're just trying to show you all the evidence we have before the court case begins. Now, if you're not paying attention to it and you don't get to present a credible defense because you didn't pay attention to the evidence we presented, that's on you, lady. Oh, you laughed at it? Well, see who's laughing when I send somebody to prison. I might send you to prison. Who knows? It doesn't matter who it is. Just somebody's got to go to prison. I'd like you to update me on the situation. I don't really know anything. Why don't you try talking to the detectives over there? If that's the case, then why are you here? What's so funny? Just the way you speak is so tactless. Tactless? The person I was going against in court until only a little while ago was just murdered. I think I could go back in the courtroom pretending as though nothing happened. That's a good point. I apologize for asking such an insensitive question. It's fine, don't worry about it. Okay. I'll talk to bad to the bone. Oh, is this ants? So it looks like it's seen its fair share of use. It looks like another part of the courthouse is visible from the window. My eyes have locked with my reflection's eyes in the bared window. But the student of Von Karma refused to back down. I've won. Did he? You think he actually won? Interesting. They're selling special court-themed food products here. Many of them seem sort of troublesome and suspicious. Objection! I suppose. Are you okay, Edgeworth? You take your medicine? A drink vending machine. Nah! Now is not the time to be pondering what kind of drink I want. Yes, it's orange juice. It's too expensive to buy, though. $9 for some orange juice? Are you out of your flippin' mind? A poster of the judge. There's a longer slogan of some sort in tiny letters at the bottom. Every strike of my gavel brings the truth closer to me and my hair further away. Think that's what that says? Actually, yeah, I can see that says hair and further. That doesn't really like it says away. I gotta get my face right up to the to the screen. Wonder if the mic's gonna be probably sounding weird because I'm like behind it. Yeah, I can see closer in my hair further. Okay, yeah. I can kind of make it out. It's not actually gibberish after all. Is this a promotional poster for the court or for hair growth product? Fire extinguisher. If one were to be hit in the head with this, I suppose the victim would lose a memory or two. I get it. I get it. It's not as though I'd ever be so foolish as to be struck by one of these. I don't remember the specific reference, but I'm pretty sure that happened in one of the previous games. Something about memory loss. Was it? It's the start of the second game, right? You get brained with a fire extinguisher. I know he loses his memory, but I can't remember if it's a fire extinguisher or not. I'm pretty sure it is. It probably is. It may even be this fire extinguisher. First thing, you gotta handle the situation. Perhaps you should talk to some people. I'd forgotten that until just now. Defendant lobby number 1 is through here. The incident took place in lobby number 2 next door. I shouldn't allow myself to be sidetracked like this. I'd better get a move on. Alright. Excuse me, but who are you? Detective Tyrell Beard, homicide. I was informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible. How did you arrive and inspect the body before me? Faraday requested me to testify in the trial. Plain and simple. Mr. Faraday requested you be here? You ever seen one of these motherfuckers before? Does showing that off make you feel like big, strong prosecutor? Of course not. I'll simply prove my title of prosecutor to you. I see. Most prosecutors don't go around flaunting those things. It's like a detective walking around outside with his badge flashing in the sunlight. Show that off too much and before you know it, you're elbow deep in angry criminals. That would definitely be a problem. Detective Bad, I'd like to ask you about this piece of evidence. Could you please pay attention? I'm listening. I got nothing to say. End of story. Very well. Why didn't you say that in the first place? I've already contacted HQ about the situation. I've got nothing to say to you, kid. Kid? I'm Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist you update me on the situation. I can't back down here. I have a right to know. Do I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid? Is he threatening me? Is he going for his gun? It's just a mirror. How dare you trick me like that? Clearly was stabbed to death with some kind of blade. And he had a gun in his hand. Okay, so that's... I was kind of... just assumed they were both shot, but... The other men. A Mr. Mackerel was shot and killed. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand. Was there anyone else who went to the defendant lobby number 2? Yes, that big lug over there. His name's Gumshoe. He was in charge of guarding the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room. If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct? Maybe. Maybe not. Impudence. This guy really is testing my patience. Why was I not informed you were going to testify in court? Homicides aren't my only gig. Yatagarasu case is also one of my assignments. So you were called upon to comment on the Yatagarasu's characteristics? In order to assess if Mr. Faraday really was the Yatagarasu or not? Well, looks like you might have brain after all in head of your son. Son? I'm not your son, Pops! I only have one daddy and his name's Von Karma. Miss Yu? There's someone here who wishes to see... well, you. Who is it? they're called... You? A Cadopian embassy staff member by the name of Manny Cochin. Huh? What's going on? I mean, I remember that name, but I can't remember from what. Was it... Oh, okay, the guy was found not guilty. Alright. Effective bad and misused moods just changed all of a sudden. Wait a second. Wasn't Manny Cochin? I'll be right there. Ah, it's nice to see you again, Miss Yu. Why are you here? I have no desire to ever see you again. Oh, no. Actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat? Fine, let's go. I mean, schmovin'. Bad. Von Karma. It's been a long time. I knew you would show up. You usually do when the Yatagrass who is involved, and I see this case as no exception. Do you know Detective Bad, sir? Yes, he's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of a crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on. It's the crime scene where a detective is most useful and effective. It's not like I don't know that. Moving on, though, Bad. The man I just passed by. Was he not the suspect from the KG8 incident? I was right. Just what is that man doing wandering around here? Well, he was found not guilty. That means, you know, alright, he's a free citizen. He can do what he wants. Not fair. I can't believe he let such an easy catch get away. Imbecile. Seems like the only thing he can catch are bullets. Am I right, Edgy boy? But I guess he actually got stabbed. Only thing he can catch are knives. Am I right, Edgy boy? I would have proven his guilt in 3 minutes. Von Karma, I think you've said enough for now. It's important to speak about that like the departed. Or like that about the departed. Speak apropos of nothing at all. Did you guys see The Departed? Great movie. Very well. Back on topic, I'm placing Edgeworth in charge of the investigation here.
Objection!
Oh. Pop, how can you place him in charge? Francesca, what are you doing here? I'm here for summer vacation. What else? I like how Edgeworth looks almost exactly the same as young Edgeworth, but she, you know, looks way different. Well, not way different, but like noticeably younger. But Edgeworth, they're like, you know. Mainly it's just his like coat's kind of open. Francesca von Karma. So she's here on vacation from Germany. I like how some other countries are like clearly made up and then they're like, fuck it, Germany. Or like, you know, they're not made, but like they're made up words for as parallels to real locations and they're just like, yeah, Germany. She's the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a student of his who's also a junior to me. You're the one who's junior to me and don't you forget it. You're not convenient. You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you? If you were able to pass and I'll have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never. Why did she always have to be this competitive? Anyway, Papa. She would be the type to say Papa. Oh, man. That's a self-report. You're not making it through the revolution, lady. Are you really assigning Miles Edgeworth to cover the case? Yes, I am. Why do you ask? Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. I'm 100% confident I can do a better job than him. That's just like Francesca. She has no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them. Bad. Yes. These two will be conducting the investigation. Did you just try and copy me? I didn't know you were such a big fan, Manfred von Karma. What? You want me to let both these kids loose on the crime scene? Ha! This is a perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutorial skills. A crime scene is not a place for children to be messing around in. I'm the one with the authority over the crime scene, bad. I will not tolerate complaining. Edgeworth? Francesca? Leave this case to the two of you. Understood, sir. Yes, Papa. I'll go take care of the paperwork now. Remember, I accept nothing but a perfect report from the both of you. Do not disappoint me. Hold up, Von Karma. I still haven't agreed to this. Miles Edgeworth. It's been quite some time, Francesca. This will be the perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worthy of the Von Karma name. Would it kill you to at least say hello? A long time no see. Very good. Just because you became a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can act all proud. But I mean, he has like several years on you, right? I can't remember. Okay, you're supposed to be 13, so yeah. I guess I can buy that. But she actually looks like a little bit older than 13. So like if they told me she was 17, I'd buy it. But then like with Kay, who looks like she's 13, they're like, no, she's 17. I'm telling you, the ages are made up in a random number generator. So Edgeworth is even like way older than her. I thought it was just like a few years. So it's actually, I guess, like more embarrassing that it took Edgeworth this long than if he's supposed to be so smart. But yeah, I guess I do remember they said some like stupid nonsense about she became a prosecutor as a fucking teenager or something. She hasn't changed a bit. You know, they give him some stupid like, you know, at the age of 14 she became a federal prosecutor. You're like, yeah, okay, sure. Miles Edgeworth. I was saying we shall see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name. For crying out loud, I've been reduced to babysitter. Looks like Mr. Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective. That's just like him. He never fails. Now, I'd appreciate if you could quickly run me through the facts, Detective Bad. You're better off checking things out on your own. Very well. Seems like getting help from Detective Bad will be a most arduous task. Is the only real explanation they killed each other simultaneously? Miles Edgeworth, you just listen to someone until they are finished talking. What are you talking about? I only say it one more time. This is a competition to see who's truly worthy of the Von Karma name. A competition? The person that figures out the truth first wins. So the person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name? Exactly, I don't care that you became a prosecutor before me. But like, he obviously became one before you. He's got like 10 years on you. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish things come from your foolishly foolish mouth. Fine, whatever makes you happy. Can I take it as you accepting my challenge? Once again, whatever makes you happy. Huh. Well then, let's begin the investigation, shall we? I'm going to find the perfect evidence and prettily present it like the professional I am. Competing to discover the truth behind a crime. How delightfully childish. You kids over there. Kid? Ha! Serves you right, Miles. He just called you a kid. I said kids. Kid. How dare you call me a kid as well? You are literally a legal child. You should be in school right now. I'll do what I please, and I won't allow you to cause a ruckus on my crime scene. Key. Big guy. You're going to watch over these two. Yes, sir. Detective Bad, sir. Partner, sir. What do I say from now on, kids? Okay. You'd better not get in our way, Scruffy. You'll feel the bite of my whip if you do. But, then you, prosecutor boy? Let's get your investigation started already, alright? Great. Now even that detective is treating me like a child. Alright, it's time to get investigating. Get a move on, prosecutor boy. My name is Miles Edgeworth. Alright then, get a move on, Edgy boy. And if you were to call me prosecutor boy one more time, it will be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary. What? I just got that, partner. And what would you do with my salary after you saw how much it was? That's up to you now, isn't it? Really? Sounds good, pal. He's so naive. Detective Bad, may I have a word with you? No. You may have one word. Choose wisely. What? It appears that both a knife and a gun were used as murder weapons. Yes, it does. That leads us to our first question in the investigation. Where did the men acquire the weapons? The gun was inside of Faraday's bag. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in trial earlier today. Why would he have a loaded gun if it's supposed to be evidence? It was used to kill the Kodopian embassy staff member. But never heard anything about the knife. Mr. Rell was being held by the police. There's no way he could have brought it in. Well, unless he put it in his prison pocket. Which means it's possible that Faraday had the knife on him from the start as well. Could it have been a piece of evidence that had yet to be presented? But then why does the Detective Bad know about it? Wait, what if he did that thing prosecutors do where they just go on the crime scene and legally take shit and then say, I'm gonna hold this out until it's an opportune moment in the trial? Right, I guess that's actually the defense attorneys that do that, but it's possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife under the guise of prosecutorial evidence. He could have then brought in and out and attacked Mr. Rell with it. Maybe you've got the brain in there after all, kid. Is he going to treat me like a child forever? It looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Rell first, who then counter-attacked. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from a scene like this? I mean, that seems like highly unlikely, actually. Not yet. I feel it's much too early to be drawing conclusions already. I must first find conclusive evidence so as to protect the honor of the Von Karma name. What about the Edgeworth name, pal? We don't talk about the Edgeworth name. There's some stuff in the bag, pal. I suppose it's Mr. Faraday's bag. It's probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from him. This is evidence? Even that delicious donut, pal? I better not touch it. I'll leave prints on it. And they'll think I'm a prosecutor. Do you not pay attention to anything you do? There are some plastic bags stacked up on the table. There's a tea set too, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of a disturbance. Yep, table's all neat and tidy, pal. Maybe they were super quiet in their scuffle. Super duper quiet. So quiet that even a barn mouse wouldn't be able to hear it, pal. After all, I didn't hear anything out from the hallway, you know. Maybe the plastic bags got on the floor throwing us off? I mean, yeah, maybe. What's the plant gotta say? This decorative plant's foliage is quite nice. It's actually soothing to be around. If I ever became a prosecutor, I would definitely put it in my office. I should purchase one for my room. What was the plant's name? Was the plant called Charlie? There's no if that's correct, there's no reason that information should be in my brain. Like, vastly more important shit has been forgotten and lost to time. And not just, like, in general, like, more important stuff from, like, these games has been lost to time. The window is open and, there's a fresh flowery scent in the air. Flowers in the garden down there are so gross and ghastly. Do you think maybe you could try offering something useful for a change? Like, if you were to ask me, hey, what happens in any case in the third game? I don't think I could help you, man. But for some reason, I maybe know the name of the fucking plant. Literally, the only thing I remember the third game, I remember the last case with Cyclops. And then there's the one with, like, the French guy. And that's it. Do you think maybe you could try offering something useful for a change? Well, oh wait. This third game, does it have the carnival? No, that's the second game that has the carnival one, right? Yeah, I think that's the second game. And honestly, the main reason I remember that is I remember... I can't remember the exact context, but I know I had to record like a bunch of videos in a really short time, and I just remember going like absolutely freaking insane doing one of the investigation sections in the carnival, because you had like the fucking carnival music blaring in the background the entire time, plus I was like, you know, my 10th video of the day, so I was trying to build up a backlog or something, because I knew I wasn't going to record for a while, and I just remember like my brain was leaking out of my ears during that section. Well, there's no way someone escaped through the window, pal. They wouldn't wake up and smell the flowers after a fall from the 3rd floor. Are you willfully ignoring the fact that there are also iron bars in the windows? No human? Maybe it's an alien then. Yeah, I guess there's that too. Either way, no one could get in through these windows, right? It is interesting they say no human. Oh, never mind. It was joke evidence. I guess it's logic. But that means like an animal or something maybe could have done it. Well, I can't even pull it up. They thought of everything when they were designing this courthouse. Very nice. Very nice. I'm just wondering, what exactly did it say? Neat and disturbed. No human. The scent of flowers is in the air. Why are there plastic bags scattered all around? Bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal. I know that much, detective. You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal? Normally I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when it's this guy... Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men? Got to save, partner. I'm so excited, pal. It's my first real crime scene. Let's get investigating. I feel like that's going to be a catchphrase of mine. Especially when I get my own spin-off game. Detective Gumshoe. Ace Detective. Gumshoe does it again. Greatest detective ever. Kind of hard to fit all those words on the packaging, my partner, but I'm pretty sure they'll figure it out. Detective Gumshoe. I thought investigations were supposed to be conducted in a calm, collected manner. What do you know about running an investigation, little boy prosecutor? I know at the very least I have a greater grasp than you of what happened here. Why, you don't know any more than me, pal. Look, you just stay behind me, boy, and out of the way. Ironic of the guy's gonna step behind me the entire case. Oh, whoops. Alright, we're back. Basically just to end the video. Because we are at about time. Now, my dumbass did, instead of pausing the recording, hit stop recording, so now I'm gonna have this like 20-second clip I'm gonna have to splice on. Which is very annoying, but yeah, we'll call it here. Next time we'll get to actually investigating the case. Sounds like fun.